Good morning. It's now time for our cooking segment. We're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One with Andrea Greer. She is the head chef at Northeast Regional Medical Center. And this morning you're going to teach us how to make Steak Diane.
We are.
Unfortunately, it was not Steak Ella. So why do we call it Steak Diane?
Well, because we named it that.
Oh, okay. Did we stake it out first?
We staked it out first. Look at her. Look at her.
I stole that from Carol.
No, Steak Diane is actually a cognac sauce. So we're going to go in. We're going to start our steak. I'm going to talk to people about how if you're going to make it at home, if you're not going to do it on the grill, what's the best way to do it in a pan without burning it.
Perfect.
And then we're going to move on to the actual sauce.
Okay.
So in this pan, we're going to put a little olive oil. I decided to use a filet because I enjoy fillets, and if I'm going to do the show, let's do what I like.
Yes,
I'm
your
gonna grab
way.
some gloves. But you can use whatever kind of steak you want for this. That's a good thing. When you're cooking the steak, whatever you decide to use, that's what you got to decide on how you're going to cook it. So if we're going to do a pan, like say it's snowing outside, it's not normal around this part, so I've seen. We'll take the filet, put a little salt and pepper on it, of course. And we'll just put it in there and let it fry up. You know, some people say, well, when I do my fillets in there and I start to cook it, the bottom of it will get burnt and real tough. The key is just do a nice sear on this side and a nice sear on the other side, and then put it in the oven, 350, and cook it to your temp.
Look at that. That's a good one, because we actually do cook our steak sometimes on the pan when it is too cold, and it's one of those things where, like you just said, it gets fried on the outside, and then when we cut into it, it's like still raw on the inside. So just stick it in the oven.
Yeah, get a nice sear on both sides and then pop it in the oven. That's actually a trick that they do in the restaurants.
I like it. Good trick.
So,
all right.
But it also depends on your steak. You know, if you do a filet, I definitely suggest you to do it that way.
Okay.
If you're doing a T-bone, anything like that, they're a thinner steak, so you could actually just pan fry it and be fine.
Okay.
So we'll let that get going, then we'll start on the actual sauce.
So why don't you tell Samantha what you need, and she'll hand them to you.
All right.
Oh,
you ready for this? Let's start with the butter.
Okay.
All right. We already melted it down earlier. Save us a little time.
Do we need to turn that on? Okay.
Yeah. That might help.
Do I get to stir?
You sure can.
Okay.
So we'll get the butter in there. We'll get it heated up. Of course, if you're at home, put a stick butter in there. Let it, you know, about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Let it heat up.
Okay.
Melt down. And then we're going to add in a little garlic.
Do you want me to start mixing it up or no?
You can.
Okay.
It's not really hot enough yet.
Okay.
Look like you're doing something, though.
Yeah. I gotta look important around here.
Then we'll do the red onions.
Oh, that smells so delicious. Garlic.
And you can do red onions, or you can do shallots, whichever one. You just want to make sure that you cut it down really small.
Okay.
So we'll add those in there for you. Look at you.
Smells good.
I'm a professional stirrer.
You make a good housewife.
Don't tell Matt that. He'll be disappointed. Just kidding. All right.
All right, so you're going to let this cook for a little while, and it'll start to, the butter will start to go away. Yeah, you can turn it down a little bit.
I don't want to burn this.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for that. Okay.
But the onions will start to cook. They'll get a little translucent.
Okay.
But you'll also see that the garlic will start to brown up. So it's getting about there.
Okay.
So then we're going to add in the beef broth.
Okay.
And if you don't want to make beef broth, you can also do beef bouillons, the little cubes. We'll just add about half a cup in.
Okay.
We'll get that heated. Give me the tongs. We'll flip this steak.
There you go.
Oh, looks amazing. You want to keep this at a boil, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you want to get the boiling.
Okay.
And then here comes the best part. We want to add in the cognac. You can do cognac or brandy, whichever kind you like. They always say if you're going to cook with something, do something you'll drink. So, unless you don't drink cognac or brandy. So.
So what is this going to do with the sauce? Like, I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to cook with alcohol because I don't want alcohol, but this is actually more for flavoring.
It is. It's more for flavoring.
Okay.
It kind of gives it like a wooden taste, that kind of natural, nutty taste.
Sophisticated taste.
Sure. When you're at home and you're doing this, depending on what kind of grill you have, it will spark up, it will flame up, and that's actually a good thing because it'll burn the meat. Yeah, get back. I don't want to burn your hair.
I have a lot of hairspray on.
So we'll go up.
Wow, that was awesome.
And there's a lot of hairspray in here, so.
Mark's eyes got really big. He thought Kelly's was going up in flames. But it's all right. It will go up and it'll stay in the pan. Don't freak out. Let it burn down.
Okay.
As soon as all the flames are gone, all the alcohol's burnt out of it. So all you have left in there is the flavors of the liqueur.
Wow, good.
So then we're going to add in, let's go ahead and add in the Dijon mustard.
Okay.
Can I use your
Yeah,
whisk?
go ahead.
I don't have a spoon. I won't put my hand in it. Then we'll just add a little in.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then let's use the cream.
All right, we have about less than a minute, so.
All right, we'll add a little cream, and then we're going to add in the tomato paste.
You need this as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
You can stir it in. And then you just let it come back to a boil and kind of cook up a little bit.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll continue doing this, and then when we come back from break, we'll go ahead and show off the final product. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. And if you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One with Andrea Greer, the head chef from Northeast Regional Medical Center. And this morning, she just showed us how to make a fabulous and delicious smelling dish, steak Diane. So really quickly, just recap the ingredients.
Okay, you can, like I said earlier, you can use whatever steak you like. The actual sauce is a brandy or cognac sauce. So we do a little butter, saute some onions, garlic. We'll add in the brandy, beef broth, or a bouillon cube, a little Dijon mustard, tomato paste, and cream. And let it kind of cook up together.
And really quickly, recap the little secret that you told us about if we happen to can't go outside and grill our steaks on the grill and we have to do it in a pan and it's thick like this. How is like the good way to cook it?
Put a little olive oil in a pan, heat it up, sear it on one side, turn it, sear it on the other side, and then put 350, throw it in the oven to your desired temps. If you're not good at touching the steak and feeling out what temp it is, cut into it. It's your food.
Right.
So you're going to eat it, be enjoyed by it.
All right. So are you ready for this?
I'm pretty
Because I know we
excited.
have 10 hungry eyes right now just looking at us. I am so excited for this because we all know that I love steak. So are you going to dig in?
Mark told me I wasn't very good at cutting, so don't watch me. I love this sauce.
Is it
That
good?
sauce is delicious. The steak
Really
is
good.
what I like. So, we still have about a minute and a half, but I'm just going to continue eating. And what you also said when we did the sauce is that you added a little flame to it. And what the flame does is it burns out all the alcohol, right?
Right, it burns out all the liquor, so all you get is the flavor from the brandy or the
Oh, it
cognac.
is
So you
so
get a nice
delicious.
nutty flavor or oaky flavor to it.
Fantastic. Well,
So good.
thank you so much for coming on. What we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just click on the Good Morning Heartland tab at the top of the homepage. We hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you right back here on Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.